Yo guys, this is Tanker. Today I'm going to share with you our footage from week 3 in Clan Wars Season 5. And in this footage, we're going to talk about what it really means to contribute to your team towards victory in a Clan Wars context. And do putting big numbers in these scenes really count as contribution? Sure, it's a contribution towards damage, but my theory is you shouldn't be putting high numbers in your battles unless you're a main damage dealer as a TD, a pointed TD, or a medium on the flank. So I'll show you two gameplays. This one is mine, and the next one will be Stride. And for this battle, our two light tanks have come out to sea and capped it. Seeing the enemy lineup, there are two TDs present. So what that means, we're gonna have to be really cautious and make those two players on the enemy team our prime target because of just their alpha can have devastating effect if they manage to catch any of us out. And in this 5v5 format, it really cripples a team once one of their players gets derped. So me and Z are on the flank, trying to spot out TDs and stuff. So now we know their general position. And Z has been spotted in this corner, but I have not. So I'm feeling to just a little bit more like just to see what's around here. I can take some risks. I can stay here because they don't know right now that only I'm here. They have only seen one Type 62 on their flanks. So right now I'm holding my fire and trying not to shoot as because our guys are putting effective hits in. And I think a spotted TD is really helpful to our team because as long as he's spotted, nobody should in theory poke and get penned by him because they all know where he is or where he's shooting from. But in this case, I remember at this moment the call was to take out the TD, and I was very hesitant to take that shot. I was like, oh no, I'll just stay unspotted in this corner, keep them spotted. But in grand scheme of things, what you want to do is eliminate guns as fast as possible on the enemy team, especially them being a TD, because you don't want to take a risk. And looking back at health of my Type 62, I think he may have taken the hit from a derp gun. So me removing a gun from the game decreases chances of our guys getting double tapped by their TD force, right? So right now we were actually just waiting for that T-43 to show, and he reveals himself in a corner. Everybody on my team is trying to put shots down the lane, and now the call comes, let's clear T-43. Now all this game I haven't taken any attention from the enemy team, so what that means is my guys been under pressure this whole time, taking hits from two sides and effectively, bleeding out one by one. So right now we just lost Z to unfortunate derp, and now I am thinking I need to put shots down the lane because my guys aren't looking healthy versus but their TD does really good job not chasing me, but switches his focus right away to our KV3. So middle goes down, unfortunately, because I couldn't keep SU's attention, which that that's something I have to say. Like, if you're playing a light tank and you're trying to support, what your job is to gather attention around the flanks and pull people back from the front lines. And unfortunately, this just happens to be a decent game where, yeah, sure, I may have done good damage, but my main objective is to look out for our guys while playing to the plan. And I wasn't really punishing the Reds when they were peeking my teammates. And if Reds are exposing to put shots into your own guys, then you must focus on them. You must suppress them. Because you don't want your teammates under too much hit point distress. So, in an organized scenario, you should aim for not just for higher damage. Focus down the flanks and focusing on taking out enemy guns. And now we will look at our game 2 of this video, which will be from SRT-Tech's perspective. He is in his Rudy, and different map, of course. This is Winter Manovka, and it's the same guys with identical setup. And this time, what we're going to do is also to lure tanks towards the edges of the map. Because what you want to do is secure one side and then close in from another. And in this case, it will be closing flanks. You see Strive closely supporting Z, as Z has higher view range. He's the main guy to spot around. Right now they are looking for enemy T-43, and while they're doing it, they collect some information on where the main force of the Reds is. So one TD gets spotted. That just reduces his effectiveness because he is spotted. Hopefully nobody pokes, because that won't be a good play either way. And now 4 of their tanks get spotted right there at that very instant. So what you want to do here is close in on the flanks. Strive is just gonna do that smooth job on getting on the edges. Instead of like taking a shortcut, you have to recognize that sometimes TDs might spot you before you spot them because they're stationary and they probably have camo net activated. So he does a really good job on going out wide and then closing in, because I'm assuming now the enemy is calling for a push in the middle, which kind of leaves their TDs out there, because tank destroyers have less health than the same tier mediums. They become an easy target for focus fire. And here you can see as you go down in about a span of 5 seconds maybe, and now the focus fire is called upon T-43, and Agogi really focuses them down. That really helps, because more guns out at a faster rate will result in just safer trades all over the place, which means you're not getting tagged by 2 guys. Now you're just getting tagged by 1 guy, and he still got to reload. So here, guys, everybody is being supported by one another, and they're sharing attention on the enemy team. That's the most important part, because once they share attention, there's no longer 1 guy or 2 guys taking up all the hits. It's everybody involved. So these were 2 battles that I wanted to show you today, and I think I have picked up a few things for myself as well. Hopefully you have too. And this has been Tankard. I thank you for watching.